play another verse. I can be your saint. Listen, cause I'm